Welcome to episode 7 of my survival series. As promised in episode 6, today everything is about progress. But before we go into it, what exactly is progress in Minecraft? After racking my brain about that question, I made up my mind and started building. A beach house? Wait, what does that have to do with progress? Yeah, okay, arguably not much. But this house is actually built as a sort of temporary storage stash for a building site, and what I want to build next is some actual progress stuff, because I want to build a general mob farm, and I mean building farms for various kinds of stuff is actual progress. In my opinion, this is one of 3 different kinds of progress. The one, like I said, is for farms. The second is for tools and armor related stuff. You know, the better your materials, the better the enchantments for your armor and tools. And the third kind of progress would be environmental progress. I would call it like that. I mean, having access to different structures and biomes. For example, the Nether is some kind of progress. If you have access to it, then you progress the game. Finding a fortress in the Nether, some more progress is made. And then using the blazed powder and the ender pearls to get Eyes of Ender, finding a stronghold. Getting to the end, everything kinds of progress. Why do I tell you that? So you can already guess the chorus of this episode. And I also can stretch out some time. I mean, the time-lapse in the background is still not done yet. I wonder why it took so long. Even if I speed it up. Maybe I should have sped it more up. Nah, we're closely to the finish line. Just a little roof on top, and with little I actually mean a big one, since in 1.18 there was that light level change, so mobs only spawn in absolute darkness. And a little bit of redstone, which I have to admit I struggled with more than I want to acknowledge. But now we're done. Just a little jump back in time, because I want to appreciate how good this mob farm design has become. It is there for quite a long time by now, but it got improved more and more over the time. And the latest addition I had seen was the usage of scaffolding instead of normal building blocks. And it is so much more cheap and easy to build because of the placing mechanics of the scaffolding. For the collection system, we have this hopper minecart here that collects the items, gets aligned with the budding amethyst, and then gets destroyed by the lava cauldron. And since it's 1.19, the hopper minecart don't fall apart anymore. It stays as one item and get recycled into the system again. It's pretty cool stuff. I initially saw it in one of Mango's videos. And as always, you will find a link for that in the description. Now, after having collected all the items from the mob grinder, they get flushed even further back to the house area. Yeah, I know that is a little bit inconvenient in terms of distance, but I wanted to have the beach house connected to the farm in any way, and I think it's rather cute. And here is the little collection area. I use some simple impulses via item filters, not much I can say about that, they are very established in the community by now. And here we have my yet to be converted emerald storage, a full double chest. But for the conversion we will need some nice villager traits, some clerics who are willing to trade 1 rotten flesh for 1 emerald. And for that we need a lot of golden apples, meaning we need a lot of gold. And since this is a progress episode and grinding is not a viable option, we will build a gold farm instead. So let's get back to the Nether. When I build a gold farm in survival, I like to build a scaffolding tower and place all the blocks I need around it. The design is heavily inspired by one of Bomb's Fun Farm videos, so if you want to know what's up with the grindstones here, then you should watch that, because it's very helpful for building a farm like this. I use the smooth basalt here, and I have to admit, using glass, maybe even colored glass, might be a little bit cooler, but I don't have a desert nearby and I still don't know where one would be. So instead, to make it as cheap and fast as possible, yeah. And the leaves on top you saw before, these ones. These are actually for gas spawn proofing, because the only thing that could spawn besides zombified piglins on top of these magma blocks are actually ghasts. And now, after having the platforms on every second level, there will be a turtle egg that will attract the zombified piglins, and we are done. Well, saying that I would be done is quite wrong, because there are so many more floors I could add. I have so much hate left to work with. But collecting magma blocks is not the most fun part, especially if I don't have elytra and rockets now. It is enough floors to start working with. And do you remember, a couple of minutes ago, I talked about converting my full double chest of rotten flesh to emeralds? Yeah, I think building the general mob farm, especially for that purpose, was quite unnecessary, because I forgot that this gold farm also produces rotten flesh, and yeah, you know where I want to go with it. Now it's time to breed and manipulate some villagers. Having good traits does require some work after all. And we will do so with this little contraption on the hill opposite to my living area. I would really like to call that a house, but a normal house has 4 walls and a roof. Finishing things fast is definitely not my forte, but I will get there eventually. To start the breeding process, we need to push that button here. Exactly 24 carrots will be distributed evenly to the villagers, because 12 carrots is the amount a villager needs to be able to breed. And having 2 villagers in one breeding process, the number adds up to 24. Is it just me, or does it feel wrong to talk about breeding when it's about villagers? Anyways, the baby does not have leather boots equipped and falls through the powdered snow below. The parents, on the other hand, do have leather boots, even if you can see them. You wonder how I knew then? It's because I was the one who gave it to them. The baby villager now sits here and waits to grow up, because only grow-ups can reach that water above and can swim upstairs again. To initiate the zombifying and curing process, we just have to take some golden apples from that barrel here and put them into that dropper. By doing so, a minecart starts moving, picks up a villager and brings him to the zombie station. The now zombified villager can be sent to the curing station, and while doing so, one of the golden apples get ejected from the dropper. The trick is that as long as there are apples in that dropper, the minecart gets sent back to the zombie again. And only after all 5 apples are used, the tracks change and our friend stops at this job-changing room? Chamber? Job-changing chamber, yeah. Oh, and for the long-time viewers, they already know, but I like to use a witch for the potion of weakness. Because if you're poisoned and a little patient, then the witch will eventually throw a potion of weakness, so you don't have to brew it yourself. It just hurts a little bit, but it's more convenient, I guess. At least for me. Sometimes I wonder what I'm thinking when I plan things. Because there is a major flaw in my plan of making that villager to a cleric. And this is that I need a brewing stand to do that, and for that I need blaze rods. Which I don't have because I pushed the idea away to find a fortress, and now I have a problem. Okay, I think I have to make a little cut here and go blaze hunting now. And also an ender chest would be nice. If you don't realize by now, I still don't have one. Because how would I get one without blaze powder? But before I get to that, there is actually a little clip that I want to show you beforehand. And that is about the flying machine here. Now it's quite static, but before I tended to disassemble and reassemble it every time I flew over the gap between the two hills here. But once I was way off with my estimation, and I flew past the hill that I wanted to reach. This is a little bit off. How do I get down here again? I don't want to lose the flying machine either. Maybe I fly as long as it takes until I bump into the next hill, or... maybe I wait until the ocean. Yeah, off. That's not even close to my hill. I have a couple of honey blocks. If I place a block of honey next to that piston, then the whole flying machine should break. Maybe I can even make it from within here. That didn't work out. No. I should have waited until I get to the water. Don't have a water bucket either. I have scaffolding. Like I said, I really don't want to lose the flying machine either. Okay. Thumbs up. Let's do it. Not even close. No, whatever you say at this moment. While there is a little bit of nether adventure in the background, let me just make clear about that MLG stunt that there was a more easy solution to get down, and that was to just use the boat and get down. Maybe later come back with some scaffolding and retrieve the flying machine from the air. I have no excuse why I did not do that. Maybe deep inside I wanted to prove myself, because if you didn't know, I was really bad at that stuff before, and I even made my own MLG map to train. Yeah, maybe my brain wanted to prove that it learned something unconsciously. But now we can start actually talking about the things that are happening on screen, because now we're finally at it. There is the fortress, and there is the achievement, archivement. I don't know how it's spelled. Not long after, the second achievement is there too, and that is Into Fire. Well, I will omit most of the fighting. It got a little bit precarious sometimes, because the Salsand Valley biome is a rather dangerous biome for nether fortresses. I choose the digging method, building a tunnel straight to the portal back home, because with that I can always have an easy access to the fortress again. Normally I do play Minecraft way faster than I'm doing now in this Let's Play series, in this world here. And hoo boy, you cannot imagine how glad I am to finally get my hands on an ender chest. Because like I said, normally I would already have one for ages. Our little villager friend here can also now get his cleric job, but instead of continuing with the villager progression, I think I will rather continue my adventure and search for the nearest stronghold. Normally, when you find the chunk the stronghold is in, you can use the chunk coordinates. It's on X and Z 4, 4. The Y coordinate doesn't matter. And if you dig down there, then you will definitely get to the starter stairway. In my case, it seems I missed the chunk, but I got to a cave which has direct access to the stronghold, so it was not that big of a damage. But even with that luck, in-game Nikushin still has something to complain, so let's hear what you want. I really already don't like the Stronghold, to be honest. Way too many holes. Way too broken already. Completely messed up, yep. Silverfish, okay. We're close and there it is. Yeah, let's destroy that thing. Okay then, time for some preparation and then we can kill the dragon. Now, this is the stuff I want to go with. The armor could be better, but I think the dragon is not that strong of a boss, so that works. Okay, let's get back. And then it's time to complete that game. It's a nice start, I have to say. Like I said, I don't think that dragon fight is that interesting. Is it a plane? No, it's a dragon. So let's make it quick. The nice thing about this montage is that you can't see me failing. Well, you can look at my arrow count and then you see how many times I missed, maybe, but I don't think that you're that interested in that, so I'm safe, I think. Do you also occasionally watch some speedrunners making it through that game and they kill that dragon within one purge just by doing explosions with its bat? Well, I tried. It didn't work that well, but I made a considerable amount of damage, so I'm not that mad. On the other hand, I haven't made any research before, so it's good enough. The last couple of hits are made with an axe. Quite anticlimactic, I have to say, but it works. And now that one obsidian, well, I was sure that I would be able to get it before the end portal starts generating. I didn't. A little bit annoying, because like that we have to go back there to gather our XP, but it doesn't despawn in that time. So only a bit of an annoyance, not a real problem. I think this is a good moment to wrap up the episode. I have to admit, I did not finish all the things that I wanted today, but I haven't uploaded for 2 months by now, and this is a little bit longer than I initially wanted my upload schedule to be. And also, I don't want to break the 20-minute mark. Initially, I had the plan to make my videos up to 20 minutes long, maybe even less. And do follow various other Minecraft YouTubers, which sometimes uploads videos that are 30 minutes, maybe sometimes even an hour long. And while I still do enjoy them, I don't think that I want to go in that direction with my channel. If your opinion deviates from mine, then tell me in the comments, I'm really interested in that. Yeah, time to say goodbye, I guess. This is me, Nikushin. I hope there are still people left after 2 months, but yeah, maybe. Thank you for watching. See you next time, hopefully. Bye!